Hello everyone, True Zero Emissions here. So this is an update video and I want to share with you what I'm noticing with the battery. So this is very interesting. Who says fast charging is bad for the battery, right? Who says that? Okay, I know that there's different kinds of research, right? If someone does research and shows that fast charging a battery is bad for the battery and they show the crystallization of the battery and the sulfation or just whatever chemistry battery it is and show the degradation of the battery from fast charging. Okay, does that mean that all different types of fast charging will affect the battery in the same way? And I think the answer to that, based on my research and study, is absolutely not, because there's different kinds of fast charging. Look at the CellPro PowerLab 8 that's been out. That charger's been out to the public for I think over 10 years, approximately, over 10 years. And that's a charger that was charging lithium batteries very fast, and it was, in my own experience, increasing cycle life. So what do you think the algorithms were being used in that charger, right? That's worthy of study, right? Or just talk with the engineer that programmed that. That's the FMA Direct CellPro PowerLab 8. Anyway, that's the remote control battery chargers, lithium battery chargers. But lithium is lithium, right? Is lithium lithium? Well, there's different kinds of lithium. So that was for charging lithium polymer batteries and batteries for remote control cars. This is a 2016 Zero SR. It's an electric motorcycle with 13 kilowatt battery, which is 13 kilowatt hours. And I recently did something. I was charging this battery last night, as many of you know if you were watching the videos last night or glanced at some of those. I was charging the battery at just under 6,000 watts. Okay, I was using the Roger chargers. I was using 2 Roger chargers and the 1,300 watt onboard charger that's, I'll call it a balancing charger, right? Because that charger is going to balance the cells out. The Roger charger just pumps power into the battery and charges it really fast. So I charged the battery in 1 hour approximately, and that was from 5%. It was actually at 0%, and then when I parked it went up to 5. So when I started charging, it quickly went up to 18, and then when I started fast charging it, by the time I got everything plugged in, it took less than 1 hour approximately. Now my range, this is very interesting. My range, here's the estimated range, right? So it's saying that I'm using approximately 30 watts per mile. Calculate that for your electric car, right? Calculate how many watt hours it takes per mile to move your electric car. On this motorcycle, it's averaging 30 watt hours per mile, which is very good. Now the battery, when I charged it last night at approximately 5,600 watts, just under 6,000 watts. I'm going to call it 5,600 watts. My range was showing, I think, like 66 miles range, approximately, okay? And then that's because I fast charged it. I think it has something to do with that. Now, what's interesting is, as I rode the motorcycle today, I just rode the motorcycle approximately, I think, like approximately 30 miles, and the range went from 60 up to 106.5. Do you see that? 106.5. Isn't that interesting? I just love that. I love when the range goes up. So all the while I was riding the motorcycle, that range estimation was going up and up and up. So again, the range decreased with the fast charge, but it increased after charging. It just kept going up. And the percentage slowly went down, right? So my percentage still went down, but the range was increasing. So I'm just noting just some little details about what I'm noticing with the battery, noticing what it's doing. I will be doing rejuvenation charging on this, which is where I connect a higher voltage battery, which I'll just take 2 batteries I have, or several batteries, however many batteries it takes to get the voltage above 115, right? I need a higher voltage than this battery. This battery is 115 volts. So let's say I'll take maybe 130 volts, 130 volts roughly. I'll see what I have. I have a couple 85 volt batteries. I have a 96 volt battery. I could put those 2 together in series, and what I'll do is I'll connect the negative of one set of batteries, my higher voltage batteries, to the negative of this battery, and then I'll connect the positive of this set of batteries with the higher voltage going through an electric motor, like a brushed motor or what's it's sometimes called a pulsed motor or a brushless motor. I'll see what I can do with that. I may not be using all the right words, but I'll be sending it through some kind of electric motor. Probably a brushed one is very simple. And then connect it to the positive. So it's called splitting the positive. And then what's happening there, what is that going to do to the battery? Could that rejuvenate the battery? Could that extend the life of the battery? What's the range going to do when I start charging it that way, right? What's that number going to do? And also, that range estimation is very accurate under normal conditions. In other words, when I've just charged it, when I've slow charged it and ran with the onboard charger and then ran the motorcycle, it did get the estimated range that it was giving me in the beginning, which usually is around 125 miles, like 115 miles to 125 miles on the meter there on the display. So I'll just keep an eye on that. So let's see, I just ordered, so this, I had added an XT60 connector here. It's covered with tape just to keep any dirt out of there. That's an XT60 connector with 12 gauge wire, not the fine stranded wire, but it's the thick wire, right? So that's going, and I'm told it's better to use the stranded wire, the fine wire. So 12 gauge wire going up here to the controller, and I found two poles that are have the 115 volts I'm looking for from the battery, and that's how I'm charging through there. But what I'm going to do is I have an extra plug back here, one of these plugs, and I'm going to take that connector, which I think is called an I'm probably going to get the name of it wrong, but I think it's SBS75X possibly. It's an Anderson plug, and I think it can take 110 amps, I'm sorry. So, but that plug is gender neutral, which means it can plug, if I have two of those, they'll plug into one another, they'll plug in together. And what allows that is just turn, what was I going to say about that? What allows that is well, I don't know, that's just how it's made. Oh, the color. If the colors match, so if it's brown, that one's brown, brown connects to brown, there's black plugs, black connects to black, and there's also like a light gray. That color connects to its own color, so the colors match together in pairs, but they look exactly the same and they're the same design, just from what it looks like to me. Okay everyone, so this is just a quick update video on what I noticed about the battery, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.